Welcome to Vanlife, my style. So we've been living in this camper van and traveling in this Weinsberg camper van for 6 months now. Chosen this one over a motorhome or a semi-integrated motorhome because they are a bit more maneuverable in towns, and when you see our setting where we are here, those are the exact places that we wanted to be. We wanted to be flexible in Europe. Europe haven't got the biggest, widest roads in towns, and we've seen incredible stuff with it. We were originally in London with this camper van, and just to feel safe, we wanted to be with cameras to know what's happening. Also, one time at night, someone did try in London to open it. So I thought after that, I'm securing it better. I installed an alarm and I sleep much safer, much better and deeper with all of these gadgets. So next, I want to show you the mirrors. It's come with very big mirrors so you can really see the back and what's behind you really well. It comes with a bottom so you can see if anything is close to your corner. That's your blind spot, and also when you reverse so you don't hit those beautiful alloys. Going into the van, first you can see the sticker that I have CCTV installed. That's a great deterrent, and I've got one more CCTV there that you will see later. In here I've got some extra security. If I'm parking and I'm going away from the car, I just undo this and it locks on the front wheel and people won't be able to drive with it. It's a great kit. I think it's German made, proper solid. These are cameras, so if somebody is peeking through the window to see what I've got in here, they will see the camera, they'll probably leave. This is a camera which I see the dogs if I ever have to leave them in here with their ventilation, so I can check on them. Even if I go to shopping, I want to know what they're up to, my naughty girls. This is a reverse camera by Autovox, works really great. Originally when they came, the back of this seat was very firm for me and a bit too archy, like lumbar support. So I changed it and I just put a softer pillow inside. It's a lot better, but everyone has a different back shape, so you can just adjust. It's got those armrests on both sides, and they're adjustable for height. Super comfortable. I've got an e-pad here to support me, and you lock it into cruise control and you just sit there and you control the vehicle. Lastly, for nighttime, talking about the front, I've got those rims. I think that's the company. You simply bring them together. If I had a mirror in here or a camera, that were the space, but otherwise just close. And as you can see, it's totally dark in here. I want to show you this camper assist. So as this is a new Fiat Ducato camper van, this is from they've got like a project or a service which is available for us 24/7 at any day. If you got stuck, the engine won't start, any lights, any problems, you found them, they either find you a garage to drive to, or they send a pickup truck to pick you up. So here we've got a Pioneer compact disc radio. It also can come out if you want to take it with you. It's great sound. It's got a microphone for when you're speaking. It's Bluetooth. You got the controls on the steering wheel. It's got the air conditioning and heating system in here. Works really well, very powerful, no doubt. It's got the latest 9-speed gearbox, which Fiat has liaised with BMW, like a collaboration project they've done. It's a wonderful, smooth, I think it's a dual clutch gearbox. It's effortlessly. If you are getting a Ducato and you need it to be automatic as I do, make sure you get the latest 9-speed. It's uncomparable to the old automatics, and it's really efficient on the fuel as well. It's got loads of range of gears. So that's about the front cockpit. So as you see, the seats in here are very comfortable, nice high command of position of the road. You can see everything. Like I'm sitting so high, I'm higher than Isabella's chest. It's that high. It's crazy. So you see everything. We got a Pioneer radio, air conditioning, heating, all in here. And then I'll show you the other magic. I can turn this seat into a dining chair, and basically I've lifted those armrests. I took myself a bit backward. Then I've got a lever in here, and then I push with my weight. Need to go a bit forward, and then you can see and that's how you got 4 chairs in here to have your dinner, your lunch. It's really comfortable. Now this is a bit better because it's got the floor support in here. You haven't got the floor support height, so that's something to bear in mind. This moves away from me and closer to me. You just lift it and it comes forward or backwards like that. That's about the right place. We like it. It can also drop this second rail and that become a 5th bed. In here you got some touch lights all around, and you got the bed above, you got storage, and more cool is that you've got your blinds for the night. And if I was at night time, I just close this one and I do here the same, and now I have it all around every window, so that's the van fully closed. Then if I want, I open my net for the mosquitoes, and to open the window you simply undo those 4 latches and you can open it like that. You can close your mosquito net. It's perfect. Now this has the Truma heating, gas, cooking element, so in here particularly you can't keep it open. If you open that one, your combi boiler won't work because your gas outlet, your water outlet is down there, your steam outlet, so it won't happen. If it's working, you will stop the working, which is already showing me a message. I'll show you shortly. You can open it quite a bit more. So I've got 2 books in here. First of all, it's a year anniversary for my book, The Little Book of CBD. So we're very proud of it and grateful for all of those that read it and use our CBD oil. So The Little Book of CBD, all about CBD oil and how you use it. For those of you who know me, I've got fibromyalgia, ME, chronic fatigue syndrome. Really helpful for me personally. You may want to look into that as well. Now in here we got Julio Verne, Around the World in 80 Days. That's the Spanish version, because Isabella just went to a shop and it was in front of her, and it reminded her that we started this journey when we left the UK. We arrived in Calais, and from Calais in France we went to Amiens, and Amiens was the house of Julius Verne. So we went to see his house museum. We couldn't go in because of COVID, of course, but that was an incredible time for us because this book is all about travel, and Campervan is all about travel and adventure as well. Similarly, how you can have the net on the other window, we got fully net as well in the door, so you can sit inside, have the main door open, which is beautiful, and then you have the net. Don't drive away, of course, with this in place, and then you just open it and you're ready to go. Come on in. So usually the regular camper van that you can stand in, which are around 260 or 270 tall, you have 190 meter inside height. But in here, as it's the taller version, we actually got a double bed. And to do it, I just have to undo that part. I'll lower it down. It's quite easy. So at the moment, we're not using this bed ourselves too much. It's nice if we need a break for each other, or we just want to feel cozy, or we want to see the stars at night. It's got a great skylight up there. So really, we like that camper because it gives us that option of extra. Now, if you had children or you're a grandparents taking your grandchildren away, this would be, let me show you how it's crazy. We bring the child out of anyone, and basically you just climb, and if Isabella will show you the other side. So that's me in here. It's not long as a regular bed. It's about 1.80 meters long, so it's my height. So I dare about, if I do diagonally, I can fit in here. You got some lights in here, both sides, some USB socket to charge your phone, a shelf in here which I showed you earlier, and of course again you got your net, or for night time. Okay, before I'm showing you the kitchen and fridge and all of that exciting yummy stuff, I'm going to show you the control panel of the caravan. So this is the main light that lights the lights above me. This is a touch light that shows me this area, the sink, the kitchen, a lot better. And in here I've got the caravan sign. So simply pressing on it will show me how much battery, and I got 100% battery because I've got an amazing solar panel which Bamboo Solar helped me to source, and the Van Caravans install it for me flawlessly. Amazing, thank you guys. In here I've got the battery of the van, so you can see that's a little Fiat Ducato lookalike, and it tells me it's nearly full, which is great. If the solar panel become very if the leisure batteries, which is the batteries which I use to power my laptop, my fridge, etc., becoming really low, then that lights will become on, and that will charge now the front, but at the moment it's just full. Here shows me my water level, so I'm about halfway or just over a third. In here it's lights, if I had lights for the awning, so that's the water pump. So when you use the water, you need a pump, and that's on and off for the whole system. Really good and simple, and those are the symbols that shows you the rest. In here I've got my bathroom light and my main light. So just here, if I'm plugged to a main socket outside, then that's the socket that will be available for me, is a 220 volts. And in here I've got a 12 volt socket which I can use for whatever. Here I've got my heating system, Truma. Really interesting system. So that shows me the temperature of the caravan. I can choose it up or down, but I want it off because we're in Spain and it's absolutely fantastic. In here it's my water, so I can have it on eco, which will take maybe an hour to heat up. I've got it hot, which will take probably half an hour. And I've got it boost, which you can pretty much start showering instantly. It's very powerful. Of course, if the water are very cold, will take longer. So again, I don't want it on. Here it's the power selection. I've got gas bottles, so that's fine. Otherwise I could have selected electric if I was connected to electricity. I mean to a main powers. And in here I can just have vents, and I can then get air circulated into the camper van. But I don't want that either at the moment, so we can put it off as well. Then you got timers and some other settings. It's a cool, I may do a proper video on this. If you guys want, let me know in the comments below. This is usually where I would hang the bin, rubbish, just hook it over, or an umbrella or something wet as well. It's great because you got a vent in here, and the vent will dry anything. Okay, now we're going to talk about the kitchen. The kitchen of this camper van is pretty compact. I'm waiting actually on a flap that will open from the side and will extend the worktop for me. That would be great. It didn't come originally with this camper, but the Van Caravans were able to source me the original one that is on a different model, and they're going to do that for you. You got a 2-burner hob. Simply press and hold down. I don't know if the camera can show the flame, but it's burning and it works great. You can cook anything you want on it. You got a sink. I've added that water hose, so that top, so I can even be more flexible, even though it has some intrinsic maneuverability. With this little thing you can wash a lot better. You simply pop it down, move it down, close it, and you got your worktop. And I've also hung the soap disposal, so it's just nice and easy, and it fits. I like that. That's the fridge. It's pretty big, I think, for this kind of a car. You got a freezer at the top, which is at the moment has some frozen fruits. You got lights, and got all our vegan goodies in here, and salads and soya milk and pre-made vegetable soups. Really nice and handy. One more thing with the kitchen, you have in here like a pantry. It needs to be better organized and with boxes really. It's actually a hanging cabinet for clothes, but we turned it into this little pantry. Really useful. Here we got some very big storage, pasta, some oats. This is a must if you like hot chocolate or raw cacao in soya milk, then that whisk. Bamboo really works well. Some wet sea salt, cacao, cutlery, and our CBD oil. So like a regular house. Now in here, I've got another security that's attached to all the windows at the back. So my alarm works if somebody broken in without me being here, so the alarm will go off. But if I'm in the van, I disconnect the sensors of inside. Only if somebody opened the door, the alarm will work or broke the front glass. But in here, that enables me to have the windows at the back. Back to the kitchen, there's two more cupboards here which I forgot to show. So this is not so deep, but it's got great height, so plenty can fit in. And in here, it's a bit empty at the moment, but that's why my CCTV camera for the outside is usually plugged in. I've got here more storage, more like, we actually got those very tall plates. They are made from wheat, I think, or some wheat, and yeah, it's crazy. They're very light, very long lasting. And in here there's another cupboard which I've got some tech, some cleaning material, like nothing too major. It's got some heating pipes. And in here I've got the combi boiler and some extra rolls for the kitchen, and that's the Truma i4 electric, however you call that model. So it's not the strongest one, but it's really plenty. Sometimes the blows are so hot, like you can burn your leg. It's crazy. And in here you can put a filter, but I've got a filter outside. I found them to work better, but this pipe can be swapped for filters. I mentioned the Truma heater, which is our heating system. You got vents in here, you can open or close them, and you got them all around the camper. You got about 12 of them. So another thing, it's laundry whilst traveling in a camper van or living. So we have our laundry in a big basket like that. That has the dog bed sometimes in there, and our clothes. And about once a week we go to a laundrette and then we just wash. So when we have a shower, we take it out of the shower and then we wash, do our business, and then when we stop, we just put it back in there. And that's how you do laundry. Now moving to the bathroom, which also has a heater. It's down here. But this is our shower room. So it's pretty basic. It's toilet-like at home, but basically when you need to do your business, you have to open a flap and then you do your business, you flush, water flush it down, you close your flap, you're ready to go. We got on the side here this organic fluid, so really good stuff. We got a few shelves in here, some deodorants, we have some magnesium oil, tank scraper, some floss. Bella can tell us what these are. Deep cleansing. Again, maybe in another lifetime I would understand these things. We got a shampoo, and then we got our toothbrushes hanged in here. There's a mirror in here, which is incredible. The size of it, it's great. Again, some CBD, and in here something which is really important for me, and I try to do it every night, is this water flosser, water pick. Now you can get them already with like a portable ones. They don't work as good, I found, as this. This would really deeply clean your teeth. And basically I have a battery which I can turn on, and that acts as an inverter, so you can connect to it as if it was regular. And that's my solution. I love it. What I like about it, and that's I couldn't get in another size camper van, which is not the tall version, is the ability. So whoops, hopefully I'm not gonna get too wet. So first, that's how we convert it into a shower. We simply take the shower head from here. We have 4 clips, you can see them all around, and we have a curtain that goes, and it's really nice. Spacious in here both ways, you can stand, but more than that, you have space. So in the other camper vans, by the time you have the shower head, I had to duck a little bit, and I do like a good shower. Now, going to the master bedroom. Another cool feature which I'll show you, we got an inverter. So that's a 3000 kilowatts inverter. We have a fire alarm there. We have another skylight. In that skylight, before I show you the bed a bit more, we have a max fan. Max fan are crazy fans, so you can have the air in or air out, and the speed it can go, it's a hurricane. Now in here at night time I love to have those night lights all around, and I like to have an orange light as well, so when I'm reading I don't have like blue light. So basically that's a portable chargeable, and you just put it here. It's great. Now I'll show you some shelvings which we have in here. We got also to hold our iPad when we watch telly. In bed, it's a great size bed. It's like 150 wide, it's 190 long. Now in here we got some cupboards with some cables which you need to tidy, more clothing, and there's even big cupboards here which are absolutely massive. So these are bigger because they don't have the shelf at the bottom, but the shelf is really useful when you have a book to put at night to your phone. Now you got lights, reading lights underneath with attached. You got speakers here and each side as well. It's amazing. It's a really comfortable space to be. The bed, we had the original bed that came with it was a bit firm for my liking, so I've swapped it to this a lot more softer, and I'm a lot more at home in it. We're very happy. Let's go to the outside and show you the back and also the awning, because these are two very cool features. To the back of the vehicle we see CCTV camera and CCTV camera, so these are there for us. And then the doors actually can open all the way, so you can open them really nice and wide. Let's say you're on a beach or you have a very nice view. To open it, you can open them actually from the inside. You've got the inside the latch, and doing it, if you want to open that, so you just press that. And to wake up and your whole bedroom is in the middle of somewhere, it's amazing, let me tell you. First, these are the gas bottles, I'll show you quickly. So these are how we're heating. Here we got a pump, so it's got a hose, so when we're out and we need to wash the dogs, if we've been to the mud, we just fill it with water, attach the hose here, pump it, and voila, that get washed. Then in here we got more kitchen stuff, because it is limited and you always want to keep it tidy and clean because it is a small space. So we're using the back as well. So we got some Oatly and soya milk, some wine, nice organic sulfate-free wines. We got some more winter clothes in those luggage, and then we got a ladder so we can climb to the roofs. It's a collapsible ladder, and we got some seating for the outside. How amazing it is, and that's unique to camper van. Motorhomes unfortunately don't have that feature, although they are great in their own way. In a van conversion like this one, even if you bought it ready made, you can open your doors as we just did, and you can be in the middle of the, like on a beach or in the mountains or on a field, and you just let it all come into your house. Next I'm going to show you is the awning. So for the awning, I've got the awning stick, and simply it becomes longer, tighten it, and it's ready to go. So when I sit outside, we got this beautiful awning here, and I didn't realize, but in winter, when it's rain, so now you can see how I open it, it's even nicer because your porch becomes protected from the rain, and you can see straight away this is the light line on the floor, and this is the shadow. So in the shadow you can sit in here. It's got legs, so when you open it fully you have to put the legs down to support it, because it is a very extendable one. Very simple. So you lift it, you got your security stick. So in here you got, I think this is the gearbox fluid. This is for your coolant, so when it's cold. So here you got your brake fluid, I believe. This is the coolant, so temperature, so if it's very cold it will help get your engine going. Here I think it's the oil for the gearbox. Here it's water for the rinsers. Here is the engine oil. You can always add a bit of engine oil and regularly check vans and diesel do like their oil, so always keep an eye on that.